they bring to the Land of Dawn for Game 1. Fanny Gushin banned out from side of Blacklist, who will have the blue side. Geek Fam though, they opted for a Nikki ban as well as Wan. Blacklist, what do you think is their approach?
There's so many things that they can do with this, and I don't think Hero Pool is going to be a factor. So at this point, they can just go for respect bans, and you can see that actually play through into the bans, right? We have the Matilda banned away from Beloyski, and we're gonna see how Geek Fam is going to answer that with, right? Because the Valentina is still a viable option to pick up, the Akai, the Keto, but it seems like they don't want to let Edward get his power pick. They don't want to let that Benedetta go. Definitely a wise choice from Geek Fam here, respecting that out. Edward, for fun fact, has a nickname. Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. So it was Balboa during M3. Now it's Scissorhands because of that Vendetta. So, wow. But with this bans, Geek Fam, they're saying, yeah, let's trade the Valentina Faramis here. Valentina picked up by the side of Blacklist. Meanwhile, Geek Fam, they opt for a Grok pick. And one hero, of course, that is the Faramis.
They're playing to their comfort here, right, from the side of Geek Fam, but the problem is the flex potential isn't quite there, whereas the Valentina first pick for Blacklist, we have no idea where this is going, right? It could be put in the jungle position, it can be put even in the mid lane, so we'll see here with the next two picks coming through for the side of Blacklist. Who are they going to prioritize? The answer is, oh, interesting, the Lolita and the God.
So I'm just anticipating the power potential from Kadira, of course, respecting as well and taking Claude away from the hands of the Gold Digger from the hood. So a good approach, straightforward one as well. And you're right, that Valentina pick is flexible. Geek Fam, they can't be too sure where this Valentina might go, so they gotta, I feel like they should be wary on that. Geek Fam though will close out the first phase with that Amon adding more burst. Remember that Ellen Lashard's full stack might just burn, could easily burst Claude.
Right now, with the composition that Geek Fam has actually brought to the table here, they are going to have a really good time in the early game, right? The Grok, if it's going to be placed, is going to be able to clear really fast, as with the Faramis and the Amon, as we all know, damage early game, but definitely they're very good for neutral objective contests. And with that in mind, they are going to eliminate a really tanky hero in that Barats that, of course, Blacklist has used in the past. But in return, Blacklist has opted to take away the Kadita, so taking away that flex potential, taking it away from Beloyski as well, as we have seen him win a lot of games with that pick potential that the Kadita can bring.
Eliminating the engaged power as well within the composition of Geek. Taking Kadita away is a very smart move, but Geek Fam, with that Daroth ban, perhaps signifies that they might take that Esmeralda first pick in the second phase. Will that be the approach? We'll see here. Blacklist, what are they going to ban for their last ban here? I'm thinking perhaps they might go for another hero from Beloyski.
This is interesting, right? Because Franco is still on the table for Beloyski to pick up. We do still have the Selena that's on the table. Perhaps a Natalia, but we haven't seen much of that as well. Maybe the Cho is a viable option to pick off right now from the side of Blacklist.
I gotta be honest with you, I like the Cho. It adds more pressure, a lot of crowd control as well, but Blacklist, they will not commit on towards a hero from Beloyski. They offer a Beatrix ban again, pressuring Kadira here. Geek Fam will definitely pick up the hero.
Irithel.
Irithel.
Comfort pick for Kadira. We've seen him go crazy on the Irithel in the regular season of MPL ID Season 9, where he was able to get the Gold Digger title, right? Very, very reliable in that gold lane, being able to farm even though he is behind in that lane. But we got to think about this matchup in the gold lane, right? Irithel and Claude. But before we get into that now, we are going to see the next two picks coming in from Blacklist.
I really like the
Paquito is still open.
Paquito for Edward, of course, is also up for grabs here. A very solid pick indeed. First physical. And we'll see here, what will the approach be from
Yeah.
the side of Blacklist?
Is Valentina a jungler or a mid laner at
Let's
this
see,
point,
let's
right?
see.
Because Haji not usually known to use this, but okay, we have an Akai as
forgot.
well as a Terizla being picked up here for Blacklist.
I totally forgot about the Akai. The Akai with the heavy spin. Massive crowd control. Almost 100% guarantees you the neutral objectives. So, Geek fam, they really need to pick. It's hard.
Yeah.
What's a good hero here?
I mean, at the moment, honestly, Blacklist has so much CC.
You're right. And Lolita, Akai, Terizla as well provides crowd control. And if the wild chart is taken away from that for Valentina, well, nothing, some sort of a crowd control, a good disengager, and as well as, well, gap closer, perhaps.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this pans out as both compositions have been set in stone. And for those of you watching at home, we want to know your predictions. We want to know who you support more. Are you Team Blacklist or are you Team Geek Fam?
PH against ID in our first match here, day 4. Who do you got? Which country do you support? Which team do you support? As the 10 heroes that will enter the Land of Dawn has been set. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see your support. Let's see your positive support in the live comments, in the live chat. And, well, Land of Dawn, here we go.
Let's jump into the portal as we enter game number 1 between Blacklist as well as Geek Fam. And as you can see here, with different set of winning conditions as well, it is going to be very interesting to see how this actually pans out. Jana Cutie is going to be on an assassin versus someone like the Akai. And I gotta say, when it comes down to those neutral objectives, I do believe that Blacklist is gonna have a little bit of an advantage.
Right here again, Venus already forcing Jana with that retribution. Uh-oh. Well, oh my Venus here, forced to use the flicker 2v1. Oh my Venus just there to buy time, it seems like. And Jana QT will take the first blood for Geek Fam. Now we can see here another invade Edward with that Terizla. And not be able to find anything but the Akai trying to find the invade here. Early minutes, Blacklist already pressuring Geek Fam.
Very, very aggressive plays here coming in from Blacklist, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but right now, Beloyski is going to get taken very low. He is going to be forced to retreat as of right now, but you can see here on the top side as well, why he's going to be caught in a 2v1 situation. You can see the shards come in, and Jana Cutie is going to be able to get another pick off on the board. That's 2-0-0 here in the first minute.
Wow, Geek Fam actually responding the pressure from Blacklist very, very well here. Picking up 2 kills, especially to the hands of the Amon. That might be trouble for side of Blacklist. Let's see though, Blacklist here slightly behind as the turtle will spawn in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's definitely not a hero that you want to let snowball from the early game. That's exactly how the Amon likes to play. We are going to see 2 seconds left on the clock for the next neutral objective to spawn though, and we're going to see just exactly how Wise is going to be able to win this retribution battle, even though he is kind of behind. But in terms of level, it does seem like they're equal, but here we go, Wise.
God, heavy spin. 4v4 now. Jana finds the Lord though, and it seems like with the Immune Blast catches 1, it seems like all my Venus will not be able to find anything. Beloyski caught there, 1-for-1. But Edward gets taken down. Geek Fam here responding very well, but oh my Venus with the flicker play finds another. Jana QT falls, and at the end of the day, it's going to be 1-for-1. But the turtle will fall to the hands of Geek.
Yeah, still a good play for Geek Fam because they were able to secure that objective and nearly costed Venus's life, but luckily he was able to get a some sort of compensation on the board, right? But now you can see, don't forget, if you guys want to level up your coin farming skills in the game and even out of the game, check out HSBC as well.
I mean, right now, Geek Fam, oh my Venus caught there, no fall damage, but Wise and Haji would like to play very, very aggressively here, forced to use the flicker there. Beloyski, right now, the tempo has gone down here for both teams. And if you guys want an unrivaled gaming experience, check out the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 5G. Blacklist again leading in goal, but now Glowski catches two. Numian Blast catches four though. Goal alter both sides popped. Oh my god, the silence is huge. Wise jumps and Beloyski gonna be the first one to fall. Haji traded back 1-for-1. The roamer for the mid laner.
Still a good trade for Geek Fam actually in this particular position. A mid laner for a roamer, but as you can see here in the top side, Edward and Luke really going at it, but he might be in trouble. Forced to flicker right now as Janacuti still able to back him up and Edward forced to retreat.
Wow, we do need to know that Luke is actually on the high-end dry. So what they're saying is they want more damage for this Brock. Right now, again, a mid-lane action. Oh my goodness, caught here. Pulls back as well. Forced to use the flicker, but Kadira is here to deal damage. Wise, pop that heavy spin on towards Beloyski. Beloyski might be the one to fall here, but take a look at the endless shards here. Taking Wise low, but Oheb in the backside. With that, well, blazing duet does not find a member. Two members down now, and it seems like John QT will be traded. Now, Edward with the Sterizla is just dealing a lot of damage. 2 for 2 at the end of the day.
What was that by Edward? I mean, he goes in, is able to take two members down off the board and actually give Blacklist the space to be able to get this neutral objective uncontested. He is forced to kind of leave his lane a bit, and you can see that Luke is trying to push it, but in general, that is definitely worth it for Blacklist. What initially was Geek Fam being able to control the tempo has actually now fallen to the PH representatives.
A little overcommitment there from side of Geek Fam. Wise will claim that lead though with that retribution, but do note this. We talked about the massive crowd control that the Blacklist composition has, and only one Purify on the board towards side of Geek Fam. So Kadira needs to be very careful on the positioning. Item-wise here, well, Oheb, EHS, Golden Staff coming very soon, and Kadira, Windtalker. So I guess both marksmen here armed up rather okay.
Yeah, but I do believe that Oheb is going to reach that power spike a lot sooner than Kadira. So Geek Fam, they need to play this more carefully. They were able to have that initial grasp in that early game, but as soon as Oheb is able to get that golden staff and reach his power spike, they can't play as overzealous as they were before.
Well, item-wise is quite interesting here. Dominance Ice hasn't been built from Geek Fam now. Beloyski, Wise in the front side. Heavy spin catches Beloyski. Force him to use the flicker. Call Alter pops as well. Now, oh my Venus already flanking. Numian Blast looks to catch his 2, 3 almost. But now looking for the engage. A boy might be the right target. Luke trying to deal damage in the backside. Call Alter pops. And now Blacklist, they are angry here in the mid side. But Geek Fam with a very intelligent disengage. No casualties whatsoever. They might go for the mid here.
They might go for the mid here as Blacklist is still leading with a quite amount of hefty gold. Initially 1,000, Geek Fam able to equalize a little bit, but still Blacklist in the lead. They're going to be able to push that top side as Oheb. There you go, the power spike that we were talking about, that golden staff has already been secured. And now with that in mind, Oheb, especially with the additional of the WON or the WAN, he is going to be able to deal more damage with that blazing duet and be a lot more versatile. But in the top side, Edward is actually going to be punished with how aggressive he has been laning on that Terizla. And that is going to be giving Janacuti an additional kill, already sitting at a 621 KDA.
Don't underestimate the burst power from Jana. The endless shards might just take your life away just like that. And Blacklist though, finding compensation bot side. Oh, 3v2. Oh, Kadira right here. Either right target. Alter though, popped. Numian Blast again catching 3. A huge one. Oheb now stunned mid. Blazing duet under the turret. He gets taken down. A very smart outplay in the mid side. Jana surviving with low HP. What happened there?
Oh no, I mean Blacklist, they're looking for pickoffs on the board here. They were trying to punish Kadira in that bottom side, but instead Oheb was the one to be taken down. So now Geek Fam, they're starting to equalize here. Only a 400, 500 gold difference. And we can see Geek Fam being a lot more comfortable when it comes down to those rotations.
Man, I agree. Geek Fam here. As of now, it seems like they can withstand the lineup.
Oh no, Oheb! He's gonna get punished once again. We mentioned this, the burst potential that Jana Cutie can have, but look at this. The Blast actually gets cancelled here as Belois is gonna be able to use the I'm offended to cancel that really well. They are gonna get two members down, and Donnie, here we go.
Oh my god, Halter, heavy spin popped combination just for a disengage though. Geek Fam now still in control. Wise has no retribution, but Geek Fam will not overcommit on towards that one. They look for the mid here, it seems like. Will they get it? Take a look. A charge, catching two, and now Wise instantly deleted. Edward struggling to escape as that glowing one finds the kill. Luke and Belois kill. 5v3, is this a wise move? Venus gets caught as well, and one by one, we can see three bodies from the side of Blacklist there in the Land of Dawn.
That was a 3-for-0 trade for Geek Fam, as they are going to be able to get a turret in that mid side in addition to all those bodies landing onto the floor, and they are going to be converting instantly onto the Lord. What's going on here? Geek Fam leading with 2,000 gold. We can see uncontested as Blacklist. Now they're the ones behind. They're the ones struggling to find an answer.
Well, in hindsight, I doubted the spells from Kadira there. Sprint, very, very risky against Kai, against Lolita, and even Terizla. He opted for that sprint, but it seems like with only just one death, Kadira finding the efficient positioning, and as of now, I can't complain.
Yes.
With that sprint, it just works.
You're right. I mean, he's able to kite away really well. Even if he gets stunned up, he is going to be able to go without the CC, but Jana Cutie, what are you doing alone? A 1v3. He's going to be taken down before that Lord even hits onto Blacklist. That's actually a really good movement. And Blacklist, they're going to be able to get a tower in the top side. So trying to look for a mirror play, alleviating the pressure that Geek Fam have brought themselves with taking that Lord.
A very good setup indeed. Jana with little to no information. He wanders top side, gets punished. Now Geek Fam with this Lord push might not be able to take... Oh, they can take the tier 2 bot side, and they are looking for the tier 2 mid. Wise though, catching a boy. Purify pop there. Call Alter as well, but Kadira, he's in trouble. A lot of resources here on towards the backside. Human Blast catches two again. Geek Fam now all out war. Luke gets taken down by Oheb, and a boy is looking to go down next. Kadira pop the Wind of Nature in time. Now Jana looks for the assassination on towards Oh My Venus. Two members traded back for two.
They're relying heavily onto Jana Cutie's damage, and when he goes in, you can see how bursty he is. Haji gonna be the next one to fall here. Three members down, taken from Blacklist, as Geek Fam once again picking up the tempo. 2,600 gold lead right now. They're trying to push that bottom side, still staying very disciplined, and that's exactly what they need to do. Don't overcommit, don't make the mistakes, because you know when you make mistakes against a team as strong as Blacklist, they're going to use that to their advantage. Man. That's no doubt.
The small mistakes will definitely be capitalized by a team like Blacklist and Geek Fam. As of now, 11 minutes in already, stellar performance, 3,500 gold lead. Take a look at the items here. Jana almost at full. Glowing one, Holy Crystal, Glaive, and of course that Genius. But oh my god, in the jungles here, Oheb almost caught red-handed there. Geek Fam. What else do you see here? What is significant?
Yeah, that's so much damage. And if we take a look at Kadira, he's been able to not get picked off once, right? 110 KDA. He has the lifesteal. He has the crit from the Berserker Fury as well. So he's kind of good to go in terms of those team fights, right? And he's going to be able to sustain, especially with additional lifesteal coming in from that Haas Claws. Plus, he has the wand. So just in case we can see a Blazing Duet coming in from Oheb, he can just pop that. And that's instantly a challenge taken away.
Yeah, exactly. No fight there. Now with the Lord here spawned. Remember, this one is enhanced Lord. And Wise, of course, as Nakai, well, you have to contest. Let's see though. Oh, one charge catches two. Oh, alter pods by both sides here. Beloiski quite low. Be careful, but take a look at the movements here. Wise jumps and Numian Blast with the flicker does not really connect on any members of the Geeks. Now, a re-engage might ensue. Geek fam looking for Oh My Venus. Every member is targeting Oh My Venus now. He gets quite low. This charge does not kill him. As actually, oh my god, Blazing Duet as a defense. Voloisky will not find anyone. Edward taking a lot of damage. Barrier pops as well. And now Edward finds the boy, but he gets raided back here.
Oh, no, Kadira.
Oh my god, in the backside, Kadira very low heal. But it seems like Kadira, again, a perfect timing. Is free hitting in the backside, and every member from side of Blacklist now is down.
This is a wiped out for Geek fam this time around, as they have been able to take that team fight into their own hands. A 4,000 gold lead. Oh My Venus, the only one standing. This is a 4v1 situation. They're gonna go ahead onto the base. The Numan Blast gets cancelled with the I'm Offended, as all their movements are onto that base. And this is the first game secured by the Indonesian representatives against all odds, 0-1.
The Geeks showing that they are here to